Good evening, folks. This is Rass. We're having a discussion about how badass Godfrey is and how our enemy server isn't really stacking up. So for those that don't know how I do this, I go to Event Center and Server War right there in the middle. Ranking of enemy server up there in the middle on the right, down below the red line, down below server 1459, ranking of enemy server. Right there at the top, general ranking. Okay, we are looking at the number one most powerful general on the enemy server. This is a Godfrey of Bouillon. Okay. Now, I see several things here already that I don't like. Number one, look at what his base buffs are. Like, take a screenshot of that so you can reference it later. Godfrey isn't a bad general. Like, he would be better than an Electra, but you look at his percentage buffs, 40 attack and HP, and then 10% defense, and then look what he does as he's ascended. It's been a while since Godfrey was offered in his event. Now, look to the left side, Imperial Bow. Now, those are refined out, yeah, but look at the refines that are on a Plantagenet ring. This piece was done correctly. This piece was done right. Down at the bottom, all of those refines, gold, maxed, and advanced refining attributes level 56. So he's worked hard on that piece. The complementary piece should be a Plantagenet bow. It's not. Now look there in the middle at the set attributes. 2/6 attacking troops attack. That's good. You want that, but look how many Imperial pieces he has. 1 Imperial piece, 2 Imperial pieces, 3 Imperial pieces. There is no 3/6 buff. Okay, this guy, let's see, and he has 3 Sasanian pieces. 1, 2, 3, he has 2 Sasanian pieces, 1 Plantagenet piece, and not a second one. So he's got 2/6 buffs instead of 3. There's 6 slots. Let's go see Monarch Power Ranking Rover. This is who that general belongs to. Okay, he's a K40. He's a K40 with detail. 5.7 billion power. He may have T-15s. He bull rush straight to them if he does. So you don't hit K40 on a 1400 server without spending money. The guy could have been guided a little better. And when I say guided a bit better, let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's go to our server ranking. We're sitting here talking about how badass Gon is, and he is. Okay. General ranking, Godfrey's Franz Joseph 1. This is the one we're talking about in the Alliance chat right now. This is number 2 most powerful general on our server. Now look at him. Look at his base buffs. Range attack 50% compared to Godfrey's 40%. Defense and HP 40% compared to Godfrey's 10% for defense. Now look at what he does fully ascended. This is a more badass general. Okay, number 1. And it's number 2 on our server. Not even the number 1 most super badass. Okay, now look. He's got the Sasanian helmet. And he's got the 2/6 buff in the middle. Now look to the left. Sasanian armor. He's got supremacy pieces on the left-hand side, not Imperial pieces. Okay, he's got the 2-piece buff. Now, let's go to the leg armor. Thebes leg armor. Look at the 2-6 buffs. That's buffs defense, not attack, but still, look over here. Thebes boots, he's only got 2 pieces. Now look at the bottom, Plantagenet ring. Same as the last guy, that was a good piece. Now what's he got over here? Plantagenet golden bow. He's got the 2-6 attacking troops attack at 15%. Plus, he has the big refines on the bottom. Look down at the bottom. Refining attributes, range troop attack, 30, 27, 27, and 28. Much bigger than that Imperial bow on the inferior general. And this is a 2800. Okay, I want to show you something else. Look at these skill books down here. Range bonus, defense, and march size. Now let's go back to the enemy guy. This guy right here. Let's go down to server war. Okay, ranking of enemy server. General ranking. This Godfrey of Bouillon. Look at this. Down at the bottom, he has a range troop attack skill book. Any of you who have tried to put the range attack skill book on their main attack general, you have had hell trying to find an assistant that will stack with this general. The range attack skill book only gives a 25% attack buff. The right assistant could give a 50% attack buff plus HP and defense, and maybe even a march size. So this guy just screwed himself out of an assisting general. Are you seeing the difference? And this is the strongest general on their server. So we've got more attack teeth than these people. I know several defenses on 1858, which I'm honored to have helped build a few. I know several defenses that will stand up excellent to this guy if he's dumb enough to try to solo. A rally from this guy could, some of you newer T1 traps want to kind of get out of the way, unless your embassy is big and you could take reinforcements and you could score points off this guy. So, not really somebody to have to worry about. If you've done some fighting, if you've been hit by, I'm going to guess 2,500 buffs tops. This guy does not have no 3,000 buffs. Just by looking at his general, I could tell you that. And he's got at most, he's got a level 5 military academy and a level 40 research academy. And those are defensive buffs that you can get from those. Mostly the like testudo formations and arrow barrages and other things you can get. Those, they only allow you 3. That's not going to give you no 3,000 attack buff. Unless his dragon is just way out of this world, which from the way he built his general, I don't think this guy really knows how to build. So let's look at the number 2. Oh yeah, okay. Here's 2 things he's done right. Plantagenet boots, attacking troops attack buff. Plantagenet helmet. That helps mounted troops. Now over here he's got bourbon gear. Attacking troops attack plus 12%. Those are good things. And he's doing this advanced refining good. Look at that down there, the third one from the bottom. Refining attributes, mounted troop attack, third one from the, it's a flat refine. That is not the kind of attack teeth that you need to be afraid of. And over here he's got an Imperial Spear, which is the best thing to put on a mounted gen for non-coiners, but he's got it fully refined out. But no 2-6 buff. What's this over here? A Parthian armor. Those don't even really defend as mounted troops. No, you're not going to be having no 3,000 attack buff from this mounted gen. Who taught these people how to play? You're not going to have no 3,000 attack buff from this mounted troop general. So who does he belong to? King of Saul. So let's go find Monarch Power Ranking, King of Saul. Detail, locate coordinates. He's a K39. So the guy does not have T15. So if this guy comes to hit you, most of the basic T1 traps can take a solo from this guy. That is in the same alliance with, where is our other guy. Okay, so those two are in the same alliance. If they throw a rally, only like our biggest guys, like for the defenses I've seen, BMAV, Darby, DVB, Godfrey, well reinforced, need to try to take that rally. That's not a rally where I'd park in front of it and try to do a port swap. Say you're a T1 trap the size of Lily or maybe Fetus, and they're throwing a rally at you. That's not something I'd throw a solo. From what I've seen, Darby might take that and win on points, but they throw that into a rally. Yeah, you want to try to avoid that. Okay, so who else have we got? I'm not going to go past the number 3 general with these guys. Server war. All right, ranking of enemy server, general ranking. Electra. Okay. We have a smarter player here. And she's level 42 as well. Okay. A boss helmet, 2/6, range troop attack. He's got the Abbas boots. Okay. With the ground debuff, range troop and siege machine attack. Okay. And they have the Thebes leg armor and the Thebes bracers. That is an odd mixture, but it works. They've got the 2/6 and then over here, see, you're only going to be able to do so well with the Imperial bow. So they've done right with the 2/6 buffs, mixing 2 pieces, 2 pieces, 2 pieces. If you can't get a full set of supremacy gear, which you got to be a serious coiner to do that. But Godfrey's mix is the best I've seen for pure range attack, super kick-ass 0U, and he's got a 2800 range attack with over 2000 of the rest of the buffs. So these people are not following that blueprint. Now let's look at what Electra does. You're only looking at a 35% attack buff base. No HP or defense, nothing. Now for non-coiners, for a long time, Electra was the best. Charles is in the tavern now. I don't know if that's going to happen long enough for you to 5-star him. But take a look at what she does. That's not bad, but I have hardly ever seen anybody get over a 2000 range attack buff with Electra or Minamoto. Minamoto offers a 40% attack buff. And I've seen non-coiners get him to 5 stars. No telling what their dragon's at, but let's go see Observer 1. Well, let's go see what this Observer 1 is. Monarch power ranking. Okay, he's a K40. And he's in a different alliance. So he's not going to be on a rally with those other two. Okay, Observer 1 has 11.8 billion. So he's got T-15s, probably 3 different troop types. This is somebody I'll ghost and scout just to see what the hell he's got. Okay, Observer 1. Let's see what else Observer 1 has, because it looks like Observer 1 has built a bunch of troops and hasn't really been able to buff these troops. Where is this the guy that we're going to be able to hit with that fucking rally and take rank number 8, Leonidas, not even 5 stars. He's got the Carrillos. Okay, he's got 4 Carrillo pieces. They're all flat refines. Okay, so this is a T1 trap. See how many T1s he's got. That may not be the guy to hit with the rally, but if he's got a lot of high tiers, as we know, as a lot of us know, those T1s, flat refines right there, they don't protect your higher tiers very well. A 4-star Leonidas with, a 4-star Leonidas. I'm going to put this out there so it can be read. Leonidas is a ground, in-city ground buffing general. And, well, I guess we'll have to scout and do a dummy attack to see, because with a level 5 military academy and a level 40 research academy, you can buff in-city high-tier ground troops pretty serious. And if he's got his blazing right and spiritual beast seals right, then a shit ton of ground troops, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did buff them right. So maybe we might not want to rally this guy. Let's see what his skill books are. Ground attack, mount attack, HP. So we'll find out who his assist is. I got to remember to scout Observer 1, but looking at the rest of these people, yeah, if our smaller T1 traps, I say our smaller T1 traps, if people about the size of Lily want to take some solo attacks from these guys, you should do really well. We match up really well against these people. We do. Just depends on how well coordinated they are and how well they know how to fight, because we've got some organizational problems. Okay, that's the breakdown report. That's really all that needs to be said. This is something we should be able to win. All right, I'm on to the next one. Y'all have a great fucking day.